This may be one of the. Now that's more like it. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. My name is Dalal, and welcome to Popcorn and Soda, the show where we discuss all things movies, pop culture, and so much more. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for making me a small part of your day. Wicked, the latest Broadway musical to be adapted to the big screen, directed by Mr. John Chu, starring Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, Jonathan Bailey. The movie that tells the tale of the Wizard of Oz, pre The Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch of the West, how she became to be Galinda, and it brings the world of Oz to life. We've seen so many different types of Wizard of Oz adaptations, the movies, the TV shows, the stage shows. So me going into Wicked, I was like a casual fan. I don't think I was the demographic they were really going for because I was just like, cool. I'm not really the biggest fan of the original Wizard of Oz. I do enjoy it, but I am a fan of musicals. I think that's probably my guilty pleasure genre because I think there's a lot of really cool musicals that I've seen that I've really enjoyed. So when I started seeing the trailers and hearing some of the musical pieces, I was kind of hooked. And I went out, watched the film opening weekend in IMAX. Um, and yeah, this movie freaking rocks. Wicked is one of my favorite movies of this entire year. And I'm not saying I was surprised or shocked, but I was not expecting what I watched because my expectations were not up here. They were like, hey, I hope I'm surprised and I hope I like it. This is one of my top 5 favorite movies of the year by far. I had such a great time with Wicked. And before we get into all the things that I liked, disliked, who I recommend this for, let's kind of talk about the movie a little. It's about the story of Elphaba, who becomes the Wicked Witch of the West, and Galinda, who is played by Ariana Grande, who start up in the school of kind of like magic in this very crazy world of kind of Oz. And throughout the movie, the whole concept of it is Elphaba is always this outsider because her skin is green. And throughout the movie, she becomes more of a leader within her group of friends that she forms. She becomes more of a friend with Galinda, who's played by Ariana Grande, who absolutely steals the show in this movie. And they become friends and they create this bond because Elphaba has these powers that can't be explained. And professors within their school start taking a liking to her, and that is where our characters find themselves because there is a history of different things that, without getting into spoilers, that have happened in which there's a lot of discrimination towards a certain type of living beings. And the movie kind of goes based off of that. And it reaches to that climactic craziness, which we'll talk about as well. So, what did I like about this movie? The first thing, the cast. Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, Jonathan Bailey, who plays Fiyero. Amazing. These guys stole this movie. The supporting cast, Bowen Yang, Michelle Yeoh, Jeff Goldblum. The cast makes this movie. They're all such strong performers. Big shout out to Cynthia Erivo and to Ariana Grande. Two people who I wouldn't necessarily say I'm the biggest fans of, but watching them steal this movie with their amazing vocal performances and their acting, amazing. Worth the cost of admission by itself. Supporting cast is amazing. They all fill in their roles perfectly. Jonathan Bailey, of course, was a great Fiyero, and it's the performances are top notch in this movie. The second thing that I absolutely love about this film is the world building. This is part one of two parts. And it had such like a Harry Potter vibe. And I love Harry Potter. It's like my favorite movie of all time. And I bought into it and I loved it. It's it's hard to explain, but it really felt like Harry Potter, like the earlier Harry Potter movies. Loved it. The third, the cinematography, the set designs, the audio, and ultimately the musical pieces were all amazing. Big shout out to Alice Brooks, ASC. She was the one who lends this film, and I've had her on the show before on the Popcorn and Soda podcast. She is great, so much congratulations to her. And specifically, again, the set design was amazing. Their dorm rooms, this school, Oz was amazing, and the musical numbers were just amazing. And whether it's Popular, The Visitor and I, or of course the grand finale of Defying Gravity, the musical numbers in this movie are probably some of the best in any musical that I've ever seen. So again, a big shout out to the entire team for that. Things that I didn't really click or enjoy, it's tough to say because I like this movie from start to bottom. Like, it is such a good movie. They do not make movies like Wicked that much anymore, especially for a blockbuster. The only one thing I can maybe say is I felt maybe 20 minutes too long, 15 minutes too long, because this movie is like 2 hours, 40 minutes almost. That's the one thing that I would say. Maybe you can condense certain scenes a bit, I don't know, tighter maybe to make it more cohesive, but that's just me nitpicking, to be honest. This is such a great movie. I highly recommend that, you know, everyone goes out to a theater and watches this movie because it is just so damn good. All right, so you guys know me. For returning viewers of our community and to our new members joining us, I welcome you. The way I rate movies isn't based off of a star rating or a number. It's based on three things. Is this a movie theater movie? Is this a streaming movie you can watch at home? Or is this like a rainy day movie where you kind of just throw something on in the background? You're not really even paying attention to it. This, my friends, is the ultimate movie theater movie. I would say this and Twisters by far are the two best movie going experience in terms of the spectacle that I viewed in the movie theaters this year. If you can watch this if you can watch this movie in a theater, do yourself a favor. Go out and watch this. The musical numbers are epic. The performances are epic. The special effects are epic. The story is so heartfelt. You can enjoy watching Wicked in the theaters. And again, I want to kind of circle back. Ariana Grande. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of her music either or of her previous acting. That's not a shot at her. I think she's great. She is so good in this movie. Like, such a surprise to me in the terms of like, I was going in just like, okay, let's just see what this movie is. And she steals this movie. So Ariana Grande, like, congrats on being such a rock star in this movie. Cynthia Erivo is the backbone of the film. But honestly, Ariana Grande just steals the show for me. And I'm really excited to see what happens in Wicked Part 2 because I haven't seen the musical, so I literally have no idea what's going to happen. So I'm very excited for that. Big shout out to John Chu. This movie's making and breaking all sorts of records for musicals and in movies in general. And this is what I love about movies. Movies that come along, unite everyone. We had the crazy Glicked weekend like Barbenheimer. And I love that because movies have a very special place in my heart. And a movie like Wicked, just, man, it's a great movie. There you have it, folks. That is my review of Wicked. What did you guys think about it? That's the important question. Comment below and please do share your thoughts on the film. As always, I'd greatly appreciate it if you can take 1 minute out of your day to like, hit subscribe, share, click that little notification bell on this video and on the channel. I appreciate you tuning in to this review of Wicked, and I'll see you next time on Popcorn and Soda.